morning, students. Today I am going to start a new chapter, chapter number 6. The title of that chapter is On the Face of It from Vistas, class 12. The writer, the name of the writer is Susan Hill. Here you can see that the Susan Hill on the face of it. And let me tell you something about that, something about the story. And the writer also. Susan Hill is a girl and she is an English author of fiction as well as the author of non-fiction works. Her novels include The Woman in Black, right? And The Mist in the Mirror and I'm the King of the Castle. These are the three novels that she has written. And she has also received the Somerset Maugham Award in 1971 for this novels also. Now let's talk about what is the introduction to the story and the chapter number 6. Now on the face of it, story is about a teenage boy whose name is Barry and who has a burned face and burnt face. You know that the face is burned. And Mr. Lamb, who is a disabled. Disabled means the person who have physical disability in him. So that we are saying that who is disabled, old man with the artificial leg made of tin. So he had one leg and that is artificial leg which is made out of tin. So Derry accidentally enters his garden to Mr. Lamb's garden so that he can hide himself from people who hate him because of his ugly face. Now we know that if the acid that occurs, now you have seen the Lakshmi, right? So that the girl that we Chapak movie was directed on the acid that attack girl. And now when you see there are so many girls are seen in the movies that they have this accident. And when you see the face, you first the normal people are hesitated to talk with them, have a normal conversation. So that the teenage boy, is also having embarrassment and he is also hiding himself from the people because of people are hating him and because of his ugly face. Now Mr. Lamb not only welcomes him because he understands that the reality of the boy Derry because he is also disabled and that is this is the mindset of our society that we are not considering the disabled person as a normal human being. There are the caste and discrimination, class discrimination, or even the face discrimination. Color discrimination is also there. So Mr. Lamb not only welcomes him in his garden but also encourages him to lead a normal life, leaving behind the past. So this is the story that you can see in this whole play, right? Now, I would like to also tell you that this is a one act play also. That is, this is a play featuring of an old man and a small boy meeting in a farmer's garden. So this is also a play, and the old man strikes up a friendship with the boy. I told you whatever the thing is, right? So let's start. Scene one. Scene one. So you know that how the play is performed on the theater, in the theater or on the platform. So here there is the first scene. So there is the setting. The narrator, sorry, the writer is telling us the setting of the first scene. So this is the setting. How is the setting on the platform, or you can say that on in the theater? Mr. Lamb's garden. There is the occasional sound of bird song and of tree leaves rustling. Rustling means whisper, low sound you find. So here there is the on the stage there is on the one side there is one garden. This is Mr. Lamb's garden, and there is one sound that is sound coming from the speaker, and it is the bird song and tree leaves rustling, moving. जो sounds आता है in the garden, so that sounds are coming. Derry's footsteps are heard as he walks slowly and tentatively. Tentatively means hesitating or without confidence when Derry enters into the garden of Mr. Lamb through the long grass. Now there is a very long grass in the garden. He pauses, then walks on again. Now because he was hiding himself, so he took some pause and then walks again. He comes round a screen of bushes so that when Mr. Lamb speaks to him, he is close at hand and Derry is startled. Means feeling a sudden shock. Now, when this is the setting of the scene, so behind there is the garden, and the dairy is coming slowly and taking pauses. And when Mr. Lamb speaks to him, he is close at hand. Now, there is one hand gap between Mr. Lamb and dairy, so that they can, so that feeling a sudden shock because he was very shocked to see Mr. Land at this stage, now very near to him. So he was shocked by seeing Mr. Lamb. So this is the scene of the first scene, how the play started. Now the conversation started between Mr. Lamb and Derry. Mr. Lamb, mind the apples, right? Now he thought that he came to take the apples. Derry, what? So who's that? Who's there? Now Derry says that who are you? Who's that? Who's there? Okay, who is there? I don't know because he was also very shocked to see him very near. Mr. Lamb, Lamb's my name. Mind the apples. Means mind the apple. Means sometimes we are saying to mind mind it. Okay, mind it means हम किसी को करवाना चाहते हैं फील करवाना चाहते हैं माइंड इट ओके सो डोंट फॉरगेट टू टेक द एप्पल्स बिकॉज माय नेम इज लैम्ब एंड दिस इज माय garden. Crab apples, those are. Now crab apples are small sour apples that he was talking about. Windfall in the long grass. You could trip. Windfall means unexpected gain and jackpots. Now, there are some windfall in the long grass. Windfall means jackpot. When you are running in a long grass and you suddenly find one crab apple. So this is just like a jackpot for him. You could trip and you can trip it. Okay. Mary, there I thought this was an empty place. I didn't know there was anybody here. Now he was hesitated with this and he said that I don't know that there is anybody in here because I thought this is the empty place. Mr. Lamb said, that's all right. I'm here. What are you afraid of, boy? That's all right. So Mr. Lamb, who is very kind person, and he says, don't worry, I am here. Why are you afraid of me? That's all right. Don't worry. Okay. Derry, I thought it was empty, an empty house, and I was thinking that this is the empty house, and that's why I came here because people are hating him, and he was hiding himself in the grass or in this house because he was thinking that this is the empty house. Mr. Lamb, so it is, yes, this is a empty house since I am out here in the garden because now it is empty because I am out in the garden. So right now the house is empty. It is empty until I go back inside. Until he go back inside, until that the house is empty, otherwise it is full. In the meantime, I am out here likely to shop, and I am here to have some shopping for me. That's why I am out from the house. Right now, the house is empty. A day like this, beautiful day, not a day to be indoor. And now today the day is very beautiful and the day like this is a very beautiful day and there is no need to say stay indoors. Indoors means inside the house. Very panic. I have got to go. Now he was also panicking and he was also very afraid. So he said that I want to go out. Mr. Lamb, not on my account. I didn't mind. I don't mind who comes into the garden. Not on my account. Not on my account means you should not go to from garden and you should not go run away from the garden because of me. Maharani, you don't go. I don't mind who comes into the garden, and I don't mind that whoever comes in my garden. I like whenever someone enters in the garden. The gates always open. My gates are always open for everyone. Only you climb the garden wall. Now my gates are open, but why did you climb the garden wall? Because he thought this is the empty house and he was hiding himself. But Mr. Lamb said that my garden is open for everyone. Daddy said angrily, "You were watching me." Now Daddy was saying that, "Are you watching me?" Man means you have watched on me. Mr. Lamb said, "I saw you, but the gates open. All welcome. You are welcome. I sit here. I like sitting." Now I saw you when you entered, and that time the gates were also open, and you are welcome here. Sit here. I like sitting. Daddy. I don't know. I would not come to steal anything. Now he said that I am not coming here to steal anything from your garden. Mr. Lamb said, "No, no." The young lad steal. Scrum the apple. You are not so young. And he said that this is very kind because this is the childish nature of every lad. Lad means every boy to steal something and hide, and this is the nature of a childish nature of young lad boys. So he said that you can steal, scrum the apples, and you are not so young. You are not that much mature that uh, you should demolish or you should hide your young childish nature. There is said, "I just wanted to come into the garden. I don't want to do anything and I don't want to steal anything. I just wanted to come into the garden to hide myself." Mr. Lamb, so you did. Here we are. And you did it. Here we are. Let's have a talk, Daddy. Daddy said, "You don't know who am I." Now he said that you don't know who am I. Mr. Lamb, a boy, 13 also. And Mr. Lamb is saying that you are a boy around 13 years old. Daddy said 14 pause. Now he said that not 13, I am 14. Now he took a pause, but I have got to go now. Goodbye. But again he was sticking to his sentence that I have to go. So he said goodbye. Mr. Lamb said, "Nothing to be afraid of. Just a garden, just a me." Now he said that don't be afraid of me. This is just a garden and just a me. Don't afraid of this. Derry said, "But I am not afraid." Now he said that no, I am not afraid. Now I am not afraid of you. Pause. Again he took a pause, and people are afraid of me. I am not afraid of you, but people are afraid of me. Mr. Lamb, why should that be? Now he said that why that people are afraid of you. Now Derry said everyone is not only one, but everyone, each and every person here are afraid of me. It doesn't matter who they are. Now, this doesn't matter who they are and what they say or how they look. Now, I don't mind that who they are, what they say, and how they look. How they pretend, I know, I can see. But I know that how they pretend when they see me, that I know and that I can see. Just imagine the nature and the human that mindset of this poor boy. He is just 13 or 14 years old, and people are not liking him. People are hating him, and what are the mindset and what are the struggles that are going in his mind. So this is really very ridiculous. This we have to learn from this, that whenever you see any person, though the he or she is poor, he or she is black, he or she has having scars on the face, and very don't judge them on the face, and don't neglect them. Now sometimes I have seen that if you are riding in a car and some people are some dirty boys are coming for begging. Now we are treating them like they are just a kachra, or you can say that they are just a garbage. So don't do this. If you don't want to give them and nothing, so say that sorry, right? Please don't make any statements, or don't that neglect them, because it really hurts them when you say some single word. sometimes I have seen that people are driving a luxurious car, right? And when some beggar and one poor family are crossing the road, and if they are not going fast, you are shouting. The driver and the people inside the car, they are shouting that why you are here, you this. There are so many things they are shouting. Why are you judging the people, those who doesn't have? You have the things, thank God for them, but you don't have any right to judge other people on their faces, on their caste, on their discrimination. Huh? So this is my humble request to all of you, that you are very young people. I think you understand the situation of this dairy, and we have to learn the things that whenever you go outside, if your parents are doing that, if your friends are doing like this, teach them. This is not the right way to teach, right? So to behave with the other people, those who are below line, or those who are poor, and those who are beggars. Mr. Lamb, see what? So there is a what they think. Mr. Lamb, what do they think then? So now you know that what they are thinking. Okay. So let me tell me that what do they think? You think here's a boy. You look at me and then you see my face. You think. Okay. Now how the people are pretending? When I came anywhere or when I go anywhere, people are looking at me, and when they see my face, they started thinking, that's bad. And that's bad, that's terrible thing. And that time when I see that the people, what they are thinking when they see my face, that is very terrible thing for me. That's the ugliest thing ever I saw. So that is the ugliest thing I saw. You think, poor boy, but I am not. And you are thinking that what a poor boy. Now sometimes we are thinking that, oh, now we are regretting on the on the people, those who have this type of disabilities or something like that. Poor boy, but I am not poor. Underneath, you are afraid. Anybody would be I am. When I look into the mirror and see, I'm afraid of it. Underneath, you are afraid. Right now, you are not telling me that he is talking to Mr. Lamb that you are afraid of me, but underneath, inside, you are afraid of me. Even I am himself, I myself also afraid of myself when I saw myself into the mirror. Even Derry was also afraid of himself. Mr. Lamb? No, not the whole of you, not of you. Now, Mr. Lamb says that he is not agreed with the statement given by the dairy, that I am not afraid of you. Dairy said, yes, you are afraid. And he took the pause. Mr. Lamb, later on when it is a bit cooler, it will get the ladder and stick. Pull down those cracked apples. Now, when you right now Derry was in an angry mood and his mood is not good. So Mr. Lamb said that when you pull down, you just get the ladder means CD, and you add a stick, one stick also, and pull down those crab apples, and to take that crab apple, they are ripe for it. Now they are ripe, right now they are ripe so that you can eat it. I make jelly, and I will make jelly for you. It's a good time of your September, and this is in the September. This is the good time to ripen the crab apples, and we'll make the jelly. Look at them, orange and golden. Now you can see that they are ripening, they are ripe. So this is the orange color and golden color as this. That's a magic fruit, and they are the magic fruit. I often say, but it's the best peak than made into jelly. You could give me a hand. Now you can also have the jelly and have it. Okay. Dairy said, what have you changed the subject for? Now you just here look at the sentence that Mr. Lamb had changed the subject, but Dairy comes to know that he had changed the subject. People always do that. Why are you changing the topic? I know that people always do that. Why don't you ask me? Whenever I ask someone about that, they are always doing like this. They are changing the subject. Why do you do what they all do and pretend it isn't it true or isn't that? Now, what I am telling you, isn't it right that they are pretending uh, they are pretending when they saw my face like a poor boy. They are pretending me and treating me like a poor boy. In case I see you looking and might get upset, I will tell you, don't ask me because you are afraid to. Now, don't tell me that you are afraid, or you are also afraid of me, and I can see you, and you are also upset by seeing my face. Mr. Lamb said, you want me to ask, say so then. Now, you are telling me to ask that I am afraid of, and Derry said, I don't like being with people, any people. Now, I don't want to be with people, any people. I want to be alone. I don't like to have any company. Mr. Lamb said, I should say, to look at it, I should say, you got born in the fire. I just want to say that, and I just want to look at you, and I can only say one thing, that you got burned by a fire. That is the only thing I can see and I can understand by watching your face. Derry, not in a fire. I got acid all down that side of my face and it burned it all away. Now he said that no, it is not fire. I got acid all down on my face and this side is burned it all away. I ate my face up. It ate my face up. It ate up me. Now it's like this. It wouldn't ever be any different. Now this acid, now this incident not only ate my face. Now my face is gone. Not only my face, but this incident, this acid ate me up. That is my destiny. My whole personality is ate up by this acid, and now it's like this. It won't be ever any different. And right now I can see that there is a ever be any different. Here you can see that this is Mr. Lamb and this is Berry. Here you can see the scars of the acid attack. This is the tree of crab apples, and then both are here. You can also see that he had one one teen leg, right? Artificial leg. So he was also disabled. Now, right now, that Derry was not unaware about the reality of Mr. Lamb. Now, Mr. Lamb said, "No, no, I am not thinking like this. Aren't you interested?" Now, Derry was somewhat suspected whether he was interested in talking with him or not. Mr. Lamb, you are a boy who came into the garden. Plenty do. Now, you are, for me, you are just a boy like other boys. Many boys came into my garden for stealing something. I'm interested in anybody, anything. And he said that I'm interested in everybody and in anything. There is nothing God made that doesn't interest me. Now, there is nothing, there is not a single thing which is made by God that doesn't interest me. Means I am interested by everything which is made by God. Look over there, over beside far wall. What can you see? Now here, the Mr. Lamb is saying that look at that. That is beside a wall. What can you see? Now, can you see something near the far wall? There is said it's rubbish. Mr. Lamb said, rubbish? Look, boy. Now again, he said that, are you seeing rubbish? Rubbish means the garbage type. And he said, look, boy, look. What do you see? Again, he is saying that, look again. What do you see, Derry? Just grass and stuff, weeds. Now he said that again. You can see that again when he see again. He sees again. He can see that grass and stuff and weeds, right? He can see. Mr. Lamb, some call them weeds if you like. Then a weed garden. That now some call them weeds, and sometimes they are calling that this is a weed garden. There is fruit. There are flowers and trees and herbs. Now what can you see? Fruits and flowers and trees and herbs, all sorts types of things are there. But over there, weeds. But MRP, over there is a weeds. I grow weeds there, and I grow weeds there. Why is one green growing plant called a will, another flower? Now here you can see also the flower that is on a weed growing plant. Where is the difference? It's all life growing same as you and me. So where is the difference? We are just like this growing plant. There is no difference between this growing plant and me. Same as you and me. We are just like this plant growing. It's all life growing. We are growing in our life. Terry said, we are not the same. And he said that, no, we are not the same. I am old, you are young. Now, Mr. Lamb said that, I am old. Right now, I agree with you that we are not same. I am old and you are not young. You have got a bald face. Now, you have got a bald face. And I have got a thin leg. Now, yes, you are right. We are not same. You have a bald face and I have a thin leg. Not important. And that is not important. You are standing there. I am sitting here. You can stand, but I cannot stand because I have a thin leg, so I am sitting here. Where is the difference? Now tell me, is there any difference? Very. Why have you got a thin leg? Now we understand that this is the thought that indirectly he is saying that there is a difference, right? And when you see that there is a lots of difference, and then he compared himself with the dairy, he understood that there is a similarity. There is a, why have you got a thin leg? Now, what about your thin leg, Mr. Lamb? Real one got blown off years back. Blown off means it is cut off years back. Lammy lamb, some kids say. Now, sometimes lammy means those who are walking lamb, right? So that is why the people, the kids are saying me as a lamb. Now, haven't you heard them? I hope you heard them. They are calling me lamb. You will, lamb. It fits, and even you are also telling me lamb. It fits, and yes, it is fitting with me. Doesn't trouble me, but that name doesn't trouble me. Now, here we are getting very interesting message from the behavior and from the mindset of Mr. Lamb, that right now, though the people are telling you so many things from outside, right? But that doesn't hesitate, or that doesn't impact on you. You have that doesn't trouble you, just like Mr. Lamb. But this is our human nature. Sometimes people are calling us by some other's name, and we are getting hurt by that name and by something else, and that is also troubling us so much. Dairy, but you can put on trousers and cover it up and no one sees. Now say that there is one idea that you can put trousers means the pant, and cover it so that no one can see. They don't have to notice and stare, so that they will not notice you and stare at you. Some do, some don't. Now Mr. Lamb said, yes, you are right. Some do and some don't. They get tired of it in the end. There is plenty of other things to stare at me. Now, not only this thin leg, but there are other things also to stare at me, like my face. Now, Derry said, like my face. Mr. Lamb said, like crab apples or the weeds, or a spider climbing up a silken ladder, or my tall sunflowers. Now, these are the things that he was counting. That these are the things that they are like. They are watching or staring at me. There is things. It's all relative. Beauty and beast. Now, it is all relative. Beauty and the beast. There he said, what's that supposed to mean? Now he said, what does it mean that what you are talking about, beauty and beast? Beauty, if you have a beauty, that the other bad things is also that, and if you have a bad things, you have some beauty also in you. Mr. Lamb, you tell me, okay? You tell me, do you have any beauty or any beast? You didn't think they haven't all told me that fairy story before. It's not what you look like, it's what you are inside. Now, here the Derry is saying about one story, and the story is about, it's not what you look like. The people, the story, the moral of the story is that you look like that is doesn't matter, but what you are inside, that is very important. Handsome is as handsome does. Now, here the story starts. Handsome is as handsome does. Beauty loved the monstrous beast for himself, and when she kissed him, he changed into a handsome prince. Now he is saying one story, Beauty and the Beast, and in that story, the one beautiful girl loved the monstrous beast, that is who is very bad, and for himself. When she kissed him, he changed into the handsome prince. Now he was changed in a handsome prince. Only he wouldn't. He had ever stayed a monster beast. I won't change. Now he wouldn't. Now only he would not. He would have stayed a monster beast. I won't change. Now he said that if I'll be the monster, then I will not change. I will stay as a monster beast. Mr. Lamb, in that way, no, you won't. And Mr. Lamb said that no, you can't do this. Huh? You won't be like a beast monster, Derry, and no one will kiss me ever. And he said that no, because like a beast and beauty, I didn't get any beauty, and I'll be like I will not change like the monstrous beast. I'll be remain the same because there will no one will kiss me ever because there is a scars on her face, so nobody would love to kiss the person. Only my mother, and she kisses me on the other side of face. I don't like my mother to kiss me. She doesn't it because she has to. Now only one girl, and that is my mother. She is kissing me, and she is also kissing me on the other side. And I don't like my mother to kiss me, and she only kisses because she has to. Why should I like that? I don't care if nobody ever kisses me, and I don't like and I don't care that nobody will kiss me. Mr. Lamb, but do you care if you never kiss them? Okay, now do you care? Now, do you think about that you never kiss them? What? Now, there is one another thing that we learned today. Mr. Learn, girls, pretty girls, long hair, large eyes, people you love. Now, I am talking about the girls. Now, don't you want to kiss the pretty girl, beautiful girls who have a long hair and large eyes? That is that. Don't you care? Don't you want to kiss them? Who would let me? Not one. Now nobody will let me to kiss because I know there is a face like this that nobody will let me to kiss the pretty girl. Mr. Lamb, who can tell? Now who can tell you that nobody will allow you to kiss? There is said, I won't ever look different. When I am as old as you, I will look the same. I will still only have half a face. Now he said that I'm not going to look different like a beast and a beauty, like a monster. I will be the same just like when I was old. I will be the same just like right now. I'll still have only half burnt face. Mr. Lamb said, so you will, but the world won't. Now, you will not be changed, but the world will be changed. And the mindset and the atmosphere, the custom, and the society will change. The world's got a world face, and the world's there to be looked at. And now, the time people were looking at you, then the world is changed. Do you think there is the world, this old garden? Now, do you think this is the world? This is your old garden, is your world? Mr. Lamb, I am here, not the only one, but the world as much as anyone. Now when I am here, not the only one. This is not only the garden which is a world, but as much as anywhere. Whenever you go, that is the world. Does your leg hurt you? Now Derry is asking that are you hurt by your leg, Mr. Lamb? Teen doesn't hurt boy. Now he said that no, I will not hurt by the leg. When it came off, did it? Now when will you take off? Came off? Did it? Certainly. And now I mean, where the tin stop at the top. Now where is the tin started from your leg? From it is a full leg or a half from the knees. But he is saying that where it starts. Mr. Len, now and then in wet weather, it doesn't signify. Now, it hurts when it is a wet weather, and there is a wet weather, and it doesn't signify, there is not particular time that when I get hurt by the teen. Okay, there is said, oh, that's something else they all say. Look at those people who are in pain, brave, and never cry, never complain, and don't feel sorry for themselves. So here he is thinking that I come to know that I have heard about the people that who had lots of pain, and those who are very brave, they will never cry, never complain, and don't feel sorry for themselves. And you are one of them. Still, I haven't said it. And he said that I haven't said it that I am not complaining or something like that. There he said, and think of all those people worse off than you. Think you might have been blinded or born deaf, or have to live in a wheelchair or be daft in your head and dribble. Now here he is giving all the possibilities of disabilities. If you will be blind, if you will be deaf, if you have no live on a wheelchair, be daft in your head and dribble. So if you will like be, then Mr. Lamb, that's all true. You know it. And I know that is the truth, that we have to accept the truth. Derry, I won't make my face change. Do you know, one day a woman went by me in the street. I was at a bus stop and she was with another woman. She looked at me and she said, whispered, only I heard her. She said, look at that. That's a terrible thing. That's a face only a mother could love. Now, one day that is the Derry was saying or sharing one experience of his when he was standing in a street bus stops. There was one two girl was there, and when he was standing besides them, and she looked at him and she whispered to another girl and said, and I heard only one sentence, look at that. This is a very terrible thing. Now, no one can love the face, only mother could love. Now, this is a very ridiculous, or you can say that the tortured thing that he heard, and that is why he was not accepting the reality of his life. Thank you so much. Next time I'll start next chapter, next part, part number 2. Thank you for watching. Please write down the question answer.